Welcome to the dvm360. Give us 5 minutes and we'll update you with the veterinary news, medicine, and business information you need to know right now. I'm Jennifer Vossman, CVC Lab Coordinator. In this edition of the 5, we'll hear about cats and dogs and horses and get advice about social networking in your veterinary clinic. First up, the news. A controversial retraction about the death of a New York City carriage horse by an ASPCA veterinarian ultimately led to her suspension. Dr. Pamela Corey, who was at the center of the recent controversy, spoke with DVM News Magazine just after the Teamsters Union and other associations conducted a press conference calling for her reinstatement. The controversy focuses on the cause of the horse's death, Corey's retracted statement, and the role of ASPCA because it enforces animal welfare laws in the city but supports a phase-out of the horse carriages. Go to dvm360.com for more on this evolving story. The AVMA Council on Education is proposing that veterinary schools adopt an outcomes assessment system as a requirement for accreditation. The proposal states that student achievement must be included in the assessments and that veterinary graduates should display an independent understanding of basic scientific knowledge and skills. The proposal also lists a number of specific competencies veterinary students and graduates must possess and calls on veterinary schools to create metrics to determine whether students and graduates have mastered those skills. The University of Missouri College of Veterinary Medicine announced November 7th that it's agreed to sell its research and diagnostics laboratory to IDEXX Laboratories for $43 million. The laboratory, which was founded in 1968 by Dr. Joe Wagner, has grown to become one of the 2 largest facilities providing research diagnostic testing services, according to MU. The lab serves the biomedical research community with veterinary laboratory diagnostics including serology, pathology, molecular diagnostics, microbiology, and parasitology. The sale will provide the veterinary college with programmatic resources and bring a new partner to the Kansas City Animal Health Corridor, says Dr. Neil Olson, Dean of MU's Veterinary College. What veterinarian hasn't heard the mantra, cats are not small dogs? But do you practice what is preached? With cats as the underdogs in the veterinary healthcare arena, feline specialist Dr. Gary Norsworthy offers this timely reminder, especially for younger colleagues.
When I was in school, we frequently heard the phrase, cats are not small dogs, and we sort of paid some lip service to that. But the reality is, in the last nearly 40 years in practice, there are numerous examples of where we still treat cats like they really are small dogs. And I think the message that I would like to give to my younger colleagues is we've got to really be serious about that concept, because a number of diseases that occur in the cat, even though they may have the same organ involved as the dog, they may have the same name, they can be completely different in the way they're managed in the cat. Chronic kidney disease is a classic example of that. The diabetic cat is managed significantly different than the diabetic dog. So we just need to really start believing cats are not small dogs.
Connecting with coworkers on social media sites can cross the line from professional to personal. Brenda Tassova has advice on how to handle these tricky situations when the line gets blurry.
I have a rule of thumb when it comes to friending your coworkers. If you're in a position of leadership, such as a veterinarian or a practice manager, I personally don't believe it's appropriate for you to friend request your team members, because you're in a leadership. You have a position of authority, and it's going to put your staff member in an awkward and uncomfortable position. Alternatively, you should also have in mind, if staff members start to friend request you, are you going to accept them? And if you do, you should probably have a personal policy of all or nothing. Don't play favorites, or don't appear to play favorites by accepting friend requests from just a certain number of staff members. Either accept all of them or accept none of them.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of The 5. If you have suggestions for future shows, email us at dvm360@advancedstar.com. And for the latest news, medicine, and business information, be sure to visit dvm360.com every day.